Hey Matt, this is Tim Ward with Guard Digital Marketing. I got this video coming to you with a few tips and tricks you can use to improve some of your online presence and traffic as a company. So I want to thank you right off the bat here for taking time every day to talk to one of my team members about getting this video out to you. So I do appreciate that. Now, I have the homepage of the website pulled up. I like to start this video out typically on a Google search page here. I've typed in a phrase, roofing Lincoln, NE, so Nebraska there. And this is something somebody would type in, if they were looking for a roofing service in Lincoln, Nebraska, and had no company in mind whatsoever. So these are the people we want to be able to capitalize on and turn them into a paying customer, or at least bring them to the website, right? With the intent of turning them into a paying customer. Now, with that being said, we want to be able to be on the first page of Google when it comes to these types of searches. And there's going to be a bunch of different variations that you can rank for just to be able to bring in the most eyes to your website as possible. Now, the first way we're seeing is going to be through this, doing it ad-wise. So you can see this ad section that we're seeing. I don't think it's the best way to do it. Um, Again, probably if you needed customers right here, right now, this wouldn't be a horrible way. But long-term ROI, it's definitely not the way to go, as 80% of people typically instantly disregard any ad they see on a Google search. I kind of fall victim to that. I'm definitely one of those people. I just don't think they seem as organic or as trustworthy as doing it organically. I'm saying that word a lot. Organically through either the map pack using your Google Business profile or the actual listings down below using your website. Now, with that being said, we obviously want to be on this first page, as normally around 75 to 80% of people are going to stick on this page when it comes to choosing a company. Now, doing it organically here with your Google Business profile is going to be one of the greatest ways you can. Now, you guys are actually located in Lincoln, so you should be able to rank your Google Business profile within here, which is going to be great. If you can be here and within the listings down below, you're going to bring in the maximum amount of traffic that you can. Now, you're going to need a Google Business profile created and verified through Google. Make sure it's completely filled out, optimize it with the correct keywords. You're starting to get great reviews from your customers. You're responding to those reviews, so on and so forth. You can even start building out citations, which is what we would consider to be your NAP, your name, address, and phone number, different places across the web. Because we can think of Google as a little bit of a popularity contest. If there's more websites holding your guys' information, typically the better, okay? Now, with all that being said, you can always, come into your competitors and really see where they might be thriving at compared to your Google Business profile, and start reaching the numbers that they're reaching. In return, that should help you guys out into rank your Google Business profile as well. Now, ranking your website is a little bit different, of course, too. There's different techniques for each. Each of them are going to revolve around some content and bringing some power and trust to each of them as well. Now, White Castle or Nelson is going to be our top competitor. I did go ahead and I picked up Nelson um, as our top competitor when it comes to the website, just to kind of see what they might be doing for a quick comparison here. Now, again, I have your website pulled up here. Excuse me. Now, I really love the look of your guys' website. It's super sleek and super clean. I love this teal color or a lighter blue with a darker like charcoal gray. It's one of my favorite color schemes, so I really like the look of this as well. Now, the other main reason I'm looking at homepage in particular, or in particular, usually is the amount of content that is on the homepage. Okay, so we can see our main piece of content really is this, other than our review down here. So not much content going on the home page. And Google typically likes to see 1,500 to 2,000 words of content alone just on the home page. That's going to depend a little bit on the area and competitors and the amount of keywords that are out there. But that's normally somewhere within that range, which is where you want to be. So we're definitely lacking in that department when it comes to content. So let's go ahead and take a look a little bit over. Okay, so a couple other things I do like though, that you do have your social media links here, and then a nice call to action down here too, which is what we call this. This is something that gives you better conversion rates, or these call to actions. So some good things and some things we need to work on. Main thing we need to work on is content. Overall look of the website, I really enjoy. Um, Now, this is that Nelson Contracting. We can see they do service some more areas: Omaha, Milford, Seward, so on and so forth. It looks like their main location here is going to be Lincoln. So that's why I did try to choose them. for this comparison. Now we can see their homepage, right? I think your website looks a lot better than theirs, but we can see content wise when we're scrolling down. Here's our main pieces of content. They do bring more authority there with the amount of content that they're bringing in. So they're pretty close to that sweet spot that we like to see typically. So you want to do something very similar to what they're doing with the amount of content that they have. Um, Other things that can help you out content wise is always bringing in a blog to your website too, because content is going to be one of our major ways to be able to rank a website. If you look like you're the main top authority of roofing needs when it comes to Lincoln, Google's going to recognize that, and in return is going to be able to rank you for it. Okay, now now, this is a paid program I use called Ahrefs. So I went in and I threw both your guys' website and Nelson Contracting into this program. We're looking at yours currently. So these first two numbers here are strength and trust ratings that Google gives your website. Um, these are rated out of 100, but typically, in general, if you're in the 30s and 40s, we know you have a fairly powerful website. So that's what you want to strive to be able to hit. As we can see, we're fairly low at this point, so we haven't built out a ton of strength and trust within Google yet, and that's okay. You build that strength and trust through these backlinks that come from these referring domains, which are just websites across the web. Now, when we build these out, we want to make sure that they are high quality backlinks that come from authoritative domains, okay? We don't just want any backlink from any website. We want to make sure we're getting high quality backlinks from authoritative domains, so in return, it grants us more power and trust, okay? Now, you do want to build these out in a strategic way. You don't want to overload, dump your website with them, as that can bring a red flag too if you build out too many too fast. Okay. Now, you do have about just under 40 keywords within your website currently, bringing about 2 traffic per month. Okay. Now, if we go ahead and look at your keywords real quick, we can kind of see what's typically bringing you the traffic. So it's showing me 1 traffic up here, and that's HomeShield blank or space com, right? So this is the keyword that you're getting indexed for and getting 1 traffic from because you're right on the cusp of that first page, okay? All your other keywords, you're not going to be within that first page, and most of them looks like fairly down the line as well. Also, some of these keywords aren't necessarily going to be the ones that we really want to be able to rank for in the first place. Like this first one you're getting, it's trying to kind of go with your company name, which I can understand that, but it's not really going to bring you any traffic that you may want. Now, this roofing Lincoln, Nebraska, which is exactly what I typed in, right? It gets 250 searches per month. This is going to be a good buyer intent keyword, meaning most of the people that are going to type this in, except somebody doing like some research like me, they're looking for a company to do this service for them. Or roofing companies Lincoln NE, right? 500 searches per month. But you can see we're well within that last, or well within the third, even fifth, sixth pages of Google when it comes to these great keywords to be able to rank for. So these are the types of keywords that we want to be able to rank for, and you're probably going to want more of those within your website. More of these what we consider buyer intent keywords, right? Now, if we come over to Nelson Contracting here, we can see their power and trust ratings here, quite a bit better. They still need to work on it a little bit. They don't have a ton of backlinks, but they're starting to build them out, right? They do have over 2.5 thousand keywords though. So they're building out a lot of content within their website. I'm assuming they have a blog somewhere. I'd have to do some more research, but I can't for the sake of the video here. But they are bringing in 4.5 thousand traffic to their website every month. So here's where you can see the possibilities, right? If you do this at a strategic and a professional level, what you can achieve. And if you're doing, let's kind of see the keywords that they might be getting their traffic from real quick. If it'll allow us, give me 1 second. Okay. So yeah, it looks like they do. Yeah, so they do have a blog. Here it is, which is where they're getting quite a bit of traffic from. So not always the greatest there if that's where the majority of your traffic is coming. But here you go. Like they have roofing companies Lincoln, Nebraska. They are kind of on that lower section of Google search page here, but they are still getting some traffic because they are on that first page. Um, let's see here. Okay, so here's the one that I typed into Google, right? So roofing Lincoln, Nebraska, 250 searches, 15 traffic a month because they're well within that first page of Google. So here's you can kind of see the possibilities. Sometimes again, the blog it's going to bring in some traffic that you don't necessarily want, but it's going to bring in some some well needed traffic that'll kind of boost you up to rank for these other keywords that you actually want to rank for. So again, if you can kind of be that top authority when it comes to roofing knowledge and services in the area, Google's definitely going to rank you there. Okay. So with that being said, I'm definitely running this video long, so I apologize for that. Um, I just wanted to say thank you once again for allowing us to send this video. And if you got to this video this far, I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to watch it all. I know some of it may be boring and things of that nature, so I apologize there. But other than that, if you have any questions or concerns, if you need me to elaborate on any of the stuff I talked about, please feel free to reach out to me. Other than that, thank you once again. Hope you have a great rest of your day and hope to hear from you soon as well.